A very good morning to you wherever you're watching us from. Thank you very much for being here with us. This is the very first day of the Mkusa debates, and I hope you shall be informed. I hope we get to answer the questions you have. And in the house today with us, we have the aspirants for the sports docket. This is a Talanta MKU production brought to you by Rising Tide Media. My name is Ayeta Naomi Akinyi. Good morning, gentlemen. You can pick your mics and turn them on.
Good morning.
Okay, your mics are on. Good morning. So as we proceed, I'd like you to introduce yourselves, the docket you're contesting for, and your course, possibly.
Good morning once again. I'm Lucky John Okwaro, aspiring to be the sports minister, pursuing a degree in Bachelor in Information Technology, 2.2 student. Thank you.
Okay, Ezra.
Hello everyone, I'm Moseti Ezra, third year student Mount Kenya University taking education. Very passionate about sports. I'm here for the debate for the sports docket. Thank you.
Okay, so you know you're aspiring to be leaders, right? And as a leader, do you have any background in leadership, perhaps?
Let me go first. Actually, I have a background in leadership. I was a leader since I was back then in primary from class 6. In primary, I serve my school as student librarian prefect. In campus, I serve as a leader, as from Form 2 to Form 4. I was a dorm prefect. I started by junior dorm prefect, senior, then I became the secretary, the overall secretary for all the prefects at Ingotse High School in Kakamega. Thank you.
Okay, Ezra.
Okay, I've served in various capacities as a leader. First, I say in my primary school, I served as the president of the school. And then later back in high school, in Nyamira Boys, I served as the class rep and spiritual leader also. And then back in a campus, I'm an assistant captain. One of the games we have in our sports fraternity in our school, which is called Woodball. I'm the assistant captain, and I take part when the captain is not around. So I think I'm good for the position in leadership.
Amazing. So do you know your roles as per the Mkusa Constitution? Ezra, you can go first.
As per my roles at the Mkusa Constitution, number 1 is to devotedly serve in the association in matters arising to sports committees. Number 2 is to organize meetings with the sports representative and the coordinators about sport matters. Number 3 is to be answerable to the Mkusa leaders about issues related directly or indirectly about sports issues. And I can say others to be the representative about anything related to sports, to answerable to the coordinator, the dean of students, or the related people in this field about the issues about sports. Yeah.
Okwaro?
Thank you. Actually, my role as a leader in sport is to serve the students with sports and raise the complaints of the students of the sports to the leaders, that is the dean of student and the sports coordinator. Then at the beginning of every semester, I should at least have a meeting with the sports coordinator and the sports representative to discuss on the matters of the sports. Then I should have a meeting at the first 3 weeks of the academic calendar to show the budget that is willing to cater for the sports, all the sports in the school. Then the lastly is to arrange meetings with the representative of sports now and then to find the issues and problems and finding the practical solution to them in sports.
Now that you both know your roles as the sports minister, Permit me to ask, what measures have you put in place to ensure that you will execute your roles effectively, Okwaro?
Pardon?
What measures have you put in place to ensure that if elected, you will execute your roles as a sports minister effectively?
Measures that I have put, if elected, I'll ensure my roles effectively.
Yes.
Actually, the measures I have put, the first one is that I know very well in sports, it's a wide area. There are different sports. So the first measure is to be close with the representative of all those sports, so that when they have an issue, they have a problem facing in those sports, they can raise to me to be friendly with them, so that I can raise to our leaders regarding the sports and find a practical solutions toward them. The second one is that to be in touch with the sports coordinator and the dean of students to ensure that the facilities, the equipment, and the kits for all the sports are available and adequate for all the sports.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. In our university, we have our leaders. And as a sports minister, you need to work close with the the sports office. The measurements are put in place, just liaising with the sports coordinator's office. You work together with the coaches and the captains so that you can find the proper solutions to solve these problems they are undergoing. And then yeah, you need to form a group with the captains, maybe an open communication where necessary. We need some adjustment in the sports field because we have many sports in MKU. We need to form a common group where we manage these activities, all of them.
Amazing. So both of you all are talking about equality for all the sports that are in the university. There has been a case of some particular sports being given more importance and more weight than other sports. How do you intend to cap this issue and ensure that all the sports and all the games in the institution are treated fairly and equally?
Thank you. Actually, to ensure that all sports are treated equally in the institution, first of all, I think there is a gap. There is a miscommunication gap between the former leadership and the captains of the various sports and the sports coordinator. To ensure that there is quality in all the sports, I will be in touch and have regular meetings with the sports coordinator, the sports representative, and their coaches to know what are the issues and why is this sports being highly favored than this one. We identify the problem, we come up with a practical solution. Because in leadership, as a leader, you must come up with a practical solution to solve the problems.
Okay, Ezra?
Thank you.
Okay, you have said that how can I solve this issue about other sports being marginalized?
Yes.
Okay. In sports, we must have planning and discipline. In these sports, some players, I think they don't have the fighting spirit. So as the current captain now, I always encourage my team members that we have the fighting spirit so that when we go for matches, so that we fight for the best, not for the self-gain. So doing this, we can encourage other teams that they try their best so that they don't say that their sports is lesser and there are other bigger sports. So doing this, I think every sport will be treated equally. Yeah.
In your words, are you trying to imply that there are bigger sports and smaller sports?
Not implying that there are bigger sports, but according to the performers, how they perform, some people have a certain perspective. They say that this sport is performing, so is a bigger sport. I want to raise the issues that whether it's performing or not, every sport is equal according to the Mkusa constitution. That as a sports minister, you must make sure that every sport is equal and not marginalized. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. So in our school, we have persons with disability, and most of them are not incorporated in sports activities. we see very few of them participating in sports activities. How do you intend to promote inclusivity in the games that are in the institution?
Thank
Okwaro?
you. Actually, people with disability, when we are dealing with sports, not all sport is not about the field, the outside field like football, woodball, like volleyball. There are some sports like chess, even people with disability can participate. Mine is to encourage them that in those indoors games and activities, they should take part in it. That's all. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. People living with disabilities, I accommodate them in the sports by doing what? Number one, last semester we had events for the people living with disabilities, and we hosted here in the arena. We had a game for the blind, and the Dika Chapel we had athletics for the blind. So by doing this, working together with the sports office, I urge that we bring those games so that we work with other universities so that we can host games so that our people living with disabilities, they feel valued and included in the sports committee.
Okwaro mentioned something about encouraging persons with disability to indulge in indoor games. Are you trying to say that they cannot be involved in outdoor games also?
No. They can be involved in outside games, like running. Even there's football playing with people with disability. Yeah, they can also be encouraged to join the games. As long as we cooperate, we talk with the sports coordinator, dean of students, to give the facility required for them to participate in the sport.
Amazing. Sports for the longest time has been referred to as a male field. Not so many female women and ladies indulge in sports activities. How do you intend to actually improve the visibility of women in sports in the university, Ezra?
Okay, sports is not about all competition. Number one, you said we include the female gender in our sports.
Yeah.
Number one, last year there is a new game that rugby for ladies. We introduced rugby for ladies. So I ensure that this introduced game rugby for ladies that is taking place, and we push it so that they can be in a higher place like other sports. And also we have other ladies teams so that I encourage that the coaches and the working together with the sports office, I encourage that we have there enough training time for this gender, and work together with them so that we can erase this fact that sports is a male-dominated sport. Yeah.
Okwaro?
Thank you. Actually, when we talk about gender in sports, that male are highly favored in terms of sports than female or ladies, to me, I think that is an old version, because nowadays, we have very good talent in ladies and female, very good talent. They can even surpass the male talent, like playing football, running, playing basketball. We have seen this. So, to me, I think to erase that thing that male are being given superiority than female in sports should come to an end by just encourage our ladies. They put hard work smart, being given facility, and to raise their challenges. So important, to raise their challenges to the relevant authorities whenever they are being diminished about that. Thank you.
Ezra, in your manifestos, you quoted sports infrastructure and legacy development. How do you intend to go about this?
Okay, sports infrastructure and legacy pathway development. Say about that in our university sports office, we have many equipments the players used to use. So in doing this, I encourage that all the captains, they they make sure that the equipment they have, the resources they have for the school, they are used wisely, know that they use for the benefit, they use equally, know that other players are not given the opportunity to use them. So equal, I say the equal allocation of these equipments, and they use it wisely. And then I can say legacy pathways. I think that after school, some people have talents, and these we need to identify these talents, and maybe form a bridge to certain capacities. Like I was saying, last year we managed to have some people in taekwondo and athletics. They joined the KDF and they joined the KDF and the KDF. Mm-hmm. So in doing these legacy pathways, we identify the talents and then accommodate them, and maybe find some way so that their talent after campus it does not diminish. So like for example, we are having one of the clubs where I managed to be a member that is called Makongeni Football Club. This club was formed by it is about students of the university, so that we can accommodate them in this field. After school, maybe they may go somewhere and they be useless in life. So by doing this, participating in this field, they feel that we have created a legacy pathway for them.
Okay. On you still, you have mentioned about creating legacy and ensuring that talents do not go to waste. It is very difficult to track talent once people are done with university and they have graduated. How do you intend to keep track of these people and ensure that they actually keep on with their talents?
Okay, I think that working together with these after they are done with school, some people may go, maybe they go far away. You cannot be able to reach them. But I can say a few of them, you can reach them by working together with we have our Kenyan Federation, maybe think, the federation we have. Maybe we organize events. Like I say, we have Kenyan, in Kenya Opens, we do play. So, even if they have done with campus, and then we usually host it, at July, in every year, July, and September, Taifa opens, we host at Thika Chapel grounds. Mm-hmm. So by doing this, even if they have done with school, we accommodate them, they come and play with us, so they feel that we have created a legacy pathway for them.
Amazing. Okwaro, what are your views on the state of the infrastructure, sports infrastructure in the institution?
My view to infrastructure according to the sport in the institution is that actually not all sports have the same equipment and kits they need. Mm-hmm. You find some sports, sports, there are different kinds. Mm-hmm. There are some sports they need different kits. Some of them are expensive. So in other sports, you find like, let me say like, I'll go with football because I play football in Mount Kenya University. Mm-hmm. Not that it's because I play. Like in football, we need cones, we need bibs. You see, we need the training facility, and even we need more than one coach, because in football, we are many, more than 60. We cannot be managed by one person. I think me, in terms of that, is a bit disadvantage to the football team, because one person cannot manage all. And then maybe the balls that you have are not enough to cater for all of us. Yeah. So it's fine during ball training, we cannot manage that training well because of few balls, few bibs, few cones. Other people are forced to be set aside. Okay. And the coach, due to another reason, as I said earlier, the coach. One coach cannot manage 60 players. Okay. Yeah.
Now that you have identified the problem, allow me to also, who's your coach?
My coach is Peter Chege.
Peter Chege.
Yeah.
And you're saying you need another coach as footballers. Let us talk generally about the infrastructure. From what I'm getting from you, the infrastructure is inadequate. If elected, how do you intend to cap this issue? You'll answer the same question as once he's done.
If elected?
if elected, how do you intend to curb the issue of the infrastructure being inadequate?
Nice. Actually, if elected, I know the school leaders, the owners of the school have the ability to finance all the sports facility adequately. Maybe the reason why there is inadequate facility is because the communication have not reached there. It's because the complaint has not been raised to the leaders. So my work there is to ensure communication will flow smoothly from the players till to the leader.
Ezra?
Okay, you have said about inadequate infrastructure.
Yes.
The sports office through the university, we have, I think, enough equipment for the sports. These equipment, they are enough for the players to use. I can say, maybe I say that like the game where I'm the and this is at captain, we have equipments. So we need to share with these. We are one, like ladies team and men team, but we do the training the same time. So, and we have one coach. So that coach is enough. He is enough for the training to cater for all the men and the ladies team.
Okay.
So you have said about infrastructure. I think that having an open communication with the captains and the coordinators, we can use these equipments wisely so that they can serve for the time we are here.
Allow me to ask also, which sport do you play?
I play football.
Football.
Woodball.
Woodball.
Yeah.
Woodball.
Yeah.
So according to you, the infrastructure is adequate. Do we just have to find a way of maneuvering and sharing the infrastructure that is in school? Ezra, that is your question.
Okay, I don't say that they're adequate, but for the meantime, because these equipment, they are somehow expensive. Like you are told that they are not in Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, Woodball is a game that I imagine from Malaysia. Played back there, and is an emerging game. So there are these emerging games, so that you cannot start building them. We need to go step by step. By doing this, I think we can, by time, we can have enough and adequate infrastructure to use.
Okay. Who are the relevant authorities that ensure that you actually have equipment?
In collaboration with the sports office and the dean's office, we make sure that these equipments are available for the players.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Let us shift gears a bit to matters budgeting. There are allegations that some sports, like I'd said earlier, are given more importance. Hence, a lot of finances are allocated to these sports while allowing other sports to suffer in terms of finances. How do you intend to budget in a way that all the sports are incorporated and there is equity in distribution of funds?
Okay.
I think Okwaro can go first.
Okay, thank you. In equity in distribution of funds according to the sports, your point is that other sports are getting more funds than other sports. Actually, for me, the reason maybe it depends with the population of the sport, how many students are active in that sport. Like, you cannot say a sport is having like 10 students participating in it, getting the same fund as the same, like other sport is having 60 students. If you give the same funds, you see in 60 students, maybe it will be inadequate. Now maybe in that 10 students, it will be more than enough. So for me, I think in equal distribution of funds to all the sports, you have to work with the sports representative. Coaches know how many students are actively participating in that sport. Which things are they lacking? In every sport, each representative giving you what they are lacking, how many students are taking part of it, you will clearly come out with a budget that will fairly and equally fund all the sports according to the number of population, the equipment they need, and the kits. Thank you.
Ezra?
Okay. I'm open to dialogue, number one.
Okay.
I'm a good listener. So, open to dialogue. I involve the relevant authorities in this field. I listen to their problems. through listening to their problems, I take action. So, working together with these coordinators and the captains and the trainers, and the coaches and the dean's office, you sit down as a committee. You figure out the problems that the players are undergoing. You raise issues on how you are going to cater for these needs. So through these representative, I think you can get the best solution to solve these problems they are undergoing.
Okay, in problem solving, most of you are referring to reaching out to the people on top, the dean's office, and the authorities in charge. These people do not know what the players, the active players are going through and what the students actually need. How do you intend to actually get to the students on ground and actually understand what they're going through and solve their problems?
Okay, solving the problem is very easy. We have a captain's forum. In this captain forum, we have many sports. We have indoor games, outdoor games. So we have a common group where we share our problems there. We raise our issues that we are facing this and this. When there is the issues, maybe we go and see with the coordinator and raise the issues that our sports are lacking these things. We need to help them so that their sports can grow also. Working with these people, with the captain and the active members, you sit down and listen to them. You can come with a way solution to solve these problems.
Okwaro?
Okay, thank you. In that, like I said earlier, communication is very important. For you to be a leader, you must have a skill in communication.
Okay.
Actually, finding out the problem without including the leaders, according to the Constitution, my role as a sports minister is to ensure I have regular meeting with the representative of every sports and sports coordinator. There you raise your complaints. Another thing, according to me, is to me as the sports minister, I have a team of which you have to send them to various departments, various sports in fields to go and find them by themselves and come and collect we come together. We found out that from this department, I found that woodball is lacking sticks, volleyball are lacking enough balls, football are lacking bibs. Then we come up with the solution. We find the budget of what is lacking, coordinate through the dean of students and sports coordinator to the relevant authorities.
Okay, so many sports ministers have come and gone, and most of them used to promise one thing, including indoor games in their activities and actually incorporating indoor games in sports activities. Games like, table tennis and Monopoly, darts, all those games. Most of them promised to actually involve them. How do you intend to actually include these people in your activities? Because most sport ministers focus on outdoor games and forget about indoor games. How do you intend to actually involve them in sports operations, Ezra?
Okay, you have said that many sports ministers, those have come before, they value outdoor games. Okay, I say that I'm among the members of indoor games. I play an indoor game, which is football. I think that by doing this, we need to put them in place. Also, they are players. And if we don't accommodate them in these sports, maybe they see that they are not valued. And then they may quit to play these games, like you said, table tennis. Table tennis, you need to encourage them. Maybe you have a certain, maybe we call it a league. For these sports, we have an outdoor league and indoor league, so that they just play, and then we award the winners, so that they at least they can feel valued in this category. Yeah.
Thank you. That's a good question. You have said the former ministers promised to include the indoors game, but actually, for me, indoor game is they are part of sports, of which they must be included in any sport activity. Like football have a tournament. Football have a tournament usually in the second semester. That is May, August, September. There should be also a tournament for indoor games, for them to feel that they are valued, they are known to school, that there are talents in indoor games. Not only the the outdoor games that should be valued and tournaments to be in place for them, but also the indoor games. They should have tournament. I will ensure with the sports coordinator, dean of students, the tournament is on for indoor game at least once in academic year. That will be, they will be feel valuable and they will be able to showcase their talent.
Okwaro, now that you have mentioned tournaments, what happened to the Tucheze 5-a-side tournament?
Pardon?
Tucheze 5-a-side tournament. Have you heard of it?
Actually, I've not heard of it.
Ezra? Tucheze 5-a-side? So it seems to the viewers that you do not focus on games that do not involve you. You're focused on your individual games.
We are not focused on individual games.
Uh-huh.
We need to value other sports, we say that.
Actually, when you come to sport, sports is a very big field. We are humans. We cannot have an understanding of all the things until it is a step by step. Maybe for now I've not heard of it, but tomorrow I'll have heard of it.
Allow me to differ though, because you're both aspirants for the sports minister. I mean, you're supposed to be involved in all the games, know all their activities. So that is a downslide on your end. But let us moving forward. Let us talk about scholarships. There used to be scholarships for outstanding sportsmen. What happened to that? And how do you intend to actually ensure that this is brought back? Ezra.
Okay, we used to have before scholarship for these top men in the sports. Before it used to be there, now we are not having it.
Okay.
So we need to identify these, that there are players that they fight for their school, not for their self-gain. So fighting for their school, they need something in return. You need to appreciate them that you have done a very good job for the school. You have read the name of the institution higher. So we need to encourage them and give some scholarship to them so that they can continue raising the name of the school higher. They feel motivated in this area. Yeah.
Before Okwaro answers, how do you intend to bring back the scholarships? Like, what are the measures you have put in place to ensure that these scholarships are brought back?
Okay. Number one, working together with the relevant authorities, this is the sports office. They will help me. They'll help me find out these people who have worked for the school and find the solution on how we are going to work so that they can get these scholarships. Yeah.
Okay, Okwaro.
Actually, in that case, there's I think it is last semester, there was a meeting landless there with all the sports coordinator. Yeah, we were there in sport.
Okay.
Actually, the sports coordinator mentioned something that actually he sponsored some of the students, of which he feels they are doing very well and they need to be sponsored in one way or the other, because students, they have difficulties in many ways, maybe raising the school fees, upkeep. So he say he is sponsoring, but it is not in all the sports. Actually, for me, for all the sports, because I believe Mount Kenya University students have talent, very good talent, hardworking. For me to rewarding those talents, you have to work with the sports coordinator through the dean of students. So that if, and the coach and the captains, if there is a talent, discipline talent, hard work that is identified by the coach, because the coach is actively with the students, to raise the name, maybe to talk with him or her, give the name to the authorities, find which challenges he or she is facing, so that the school can come in and help him or her.
Amazing. So the core reason why we are in school is academics. All students need to excel in academics in as much as they're also sportsmen. How do you intend to actually ensure that the sportsmen or the people involved in sports also excel academically and they don't just lag academically and focus majorly on their sports activities? Okwaro?
Thank you. That's a very good question. My coach, Peter Chege, usually say the main reason why we came here is academics. For sports,
Uh-huh.
it's just additional advantage. So for you to make sure you excel in academic and also in sports, there are routines of which most sports, outdoor sports, they usually go to practice. The school allowed them to practice or train as from 4 to 6:30 p.m.
Okay.
So you can focus on your academics from morning to 4. And if you have a class, if you have a lecture, you must attend to the lecture first before coming to the field. Because, well, like I've said earlier, sports, your talent is an additional advantage to academics.
Okay.
So first of all, you focus on sport. The allocated time to train, you attend if you are free. But if you have a lecture, ensure you go for lecture first. But just give the captain or coach why you have not attended to class, so that you excel both in academics and in sport.
Ezra?
Okay, academics is the major goal that brought us to Mount Kenya University. In Woodball, we do have these, even if you are more than 2 players, you can play. And then these people, when we have classes, you see, as we play from 9 a.m. Right now, people you go there, you can find them playing there. At least if you are 2 people, you can start your game. So when you have a class, we say that when you have a class, maybe a lecture in the morning, you can go for lectures, and in the evening you come and play. If you have lectures in the evening, you can attend training in the morning, and then by doing this, we value that this major goal that brought us is education. We value that you attend the lectures, and then in the evening maybe you go and play. By doing this, I think this one is catered for, and through planning and discipline. So if these people, they have discipline and they plan their time probably their needs are catered for, they come and play, and then they go and attend the classes.
Amazing. So there have been allegations that particular sports are tribal and they are dominated by particular tribes, especially football. Okwaro?
Thank you. Actually, there are some allegations, but for me, I can say it is rumors. Because in football, your hard work, your discipline, and your intelligence in playing football is the one that is going to give you a position to play. Our coach usually says, the most important thing in sport is academic. It's not academic, it's discipline. You can be a good player, but you don't have a discipline. How do you expect a coach to favor you? But you can be just an average player, but you are most disciplined. And actually, the coach will have to look to your case. So in any sport, or that the case of tribal, I think it is maybe the player, those people spreading the rumors is that you are a good player, yes, but you don't have the discipline. And maybe you are a good player, but you don't attend training.
Okay.
You don't attend training. Then you are hard work always. But I believe in one thing: if you are a good player, even if you go outside our country, you just been given a chance to showcase your talent, because it's all about the talent, discipline, and hard work. Thank you.
So you're refuting the allegations?
Yeah.
Okay. Ezra, the same question.
Okay, you have said some sports there is tribal. They are tribal. Okay, I say in this field that taking their time to train, say you may find maybe I use myself as an example. I'm a good player, but I don't attend trainings. I'm not disciplined, and I don't value my leaders, what they tell me. So I think our coach can consider somebody over me, so that I can learn from my mistakes. Not saying that some people are tribal. He may choose a certain person because if he sees Ezra is somehow not disciplined, is not keeping time for training, he can consider another person. I think through these, that is not something that the people are tribal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, on that note as well, most of our school is an international university. We have very many international students, but we do not see most of them actively involved in sports activities. Why is that, Ezra?
Okay, you have said that we have international students.
Yes.
During our orientations, like this intake for January,
Mm-hmm.
we were going around, every time as a sports office, you go around looking for these people. You maybe you tell them about these sports, these emerging sports. First you ask them, which sport were you playing back in high school or where you were? And then they can tell you I was playing football, maybe another one can say I was playing volleyball, and then through these, if they were not taking part in any game, you introduce them to another game. Like you can, we managed to have some international players from South Sudan. So now we are going with our training and they are doing very well, and soon we are going to take this game to their international, to their back home there, so that they can have also a team there.
Okay. Okwaro?
Okay, thank you. Actually, about the international student, the school know very well that anyone, as long as you are a student at Mount Kenya University, should participate in any sport. You have the right to participate in any sport. Like in football, even in our first 11, we have international students. We have South Sudan, we have Congolese there. Mm-hmm. So for me, I think we should reach out to those students. Maybe they have no idea. They don't know where am I supposed to go for training. Like yesterday, I met a student. He asked me, he plays football, but doesn't know where to train, what to do. So actually, when we reach the people in the ground, those students individually, we'll find out that there are some people who are very willingly to participate in sport, is that they don't know idea of where to go, what to do. So it's just reaching the people. There we will find many students, international students, and international students are participating, but not majority. They are participating in basketball. They are there.
Okay. So both of you, do you feel like there are some particular sports that are excelling more than others?
Yeah.
Okay. Okwaro?
Yeah, according to the institution, there are some sports excelling more than others.
Now, as a sports minister, it is your responsibility to ensure that all sports excel, right? How do you intend to do that? To ensure that these ones that are not excelling also excel. Ezra, you can go first.
Okay. Some sports, they do perform, and others, we say that maybe they don't have the fighting spirit. I can consider this, like I can say, maybe take football as this. Football, it used to be higher some days back, but nowadays I don't know what is the problem. But I think that during when we host the games, we host the matches at home ground. We do use the pitch at TTI. These are opposite the Get C. We use the pitch, and using this pitch, there's some people, some fans, they are not allowed to get in because they say they are not students. They don't have the student identification card. So I can say that maybe we be given a certain ground where we know that if we host our matches back in our home, we go there and have a fan base. We support these players. They can play well if you are being supported by your fans. Why can't you perform? They perform if you are supported. We have a fan base for them. We take these fans there. They support them. They cheer them. They can perform.
Okay, Okwaro.
Actually, that's a good example from my colleague here. Actually, in terms of excellence, I think it is teamwork and spirit and the support from other ends. Actually, talking about football, here's just an example of a football. I'm in football.
Okay.
So in football, I joined the football last year, May. Actually, the reason I came to find out the reason why they didn't go to national for the Kusa competition is they were number 3. They did a mistake in a one game.
Okay.
And you know, in football, if your opponent is just above you by even one goal, he's going. So this time, we sat down with the football team. We communicate among ourselves. Then we discussed that we should have teamwork and spirit. And for now, if you look at the table of the Kusa competition, Mount Kenya University main campus, we are number 2 on the table, remaining only 3 games to go to the national. So I think it is all about teamwork and then support from the other end, like fan base. Using the TTI ground, the fans are not there, yet the game is playing at our home.
Yeah.
That's a very disadvantage on our side. Because in sport, fan base is a very crucial thing. Fan can frustrate you. They can decide whether you can win or lose, even if you are very good in playing. So fan base is very important thing.
What do you think the problem is? Why are people not showing up to your games? Do you think it is an issue of communication? Maybe they have not been made aware of when you play, where you play. What do you think the problem is? Both. After Okwaro, Ezra, you'll answer the same question.
Thank you. Actually, communication is one of the things. Because the last time we played, that was last year, before the exam started, we were playing against Kenyatta University main campus. Actually, we as players, we had to post them on our social media, telling them, come support us for a match we are playing against Kenyatta University. And I think in that match, fan base was a bit larger than the other games. So communication is one of the things. If we have a game and then we communicate, students will come. The other issue is that in that when you're supposed to enter the pitch, if you are a fan base, if you are a fan, you are supposed to have a school ID. So maybe the communication has not reached to the students that you should have an ID so that you can be allowed to enter the gate. So when he or she comes without an ID, they will not be allowed to enter the pitch.
Yeah.
So communication, I think, is the crucial thing to get the support. That's all.
Okay. Ezra?
Okay, it's a nice question. I think that during these matches, we need to find a way that we, through our social media platforms, we make our posters and share there so that the people can see there's an impact to go and support our home team. And then the people, these fan base, they come with their school ID because you never know these are goon. Maybe there's some goon who are sent to come and distract the players while they are playing. And these may lead to a burnout cases if we were winning. If they come in the name of their student from Mount Kenya University, they may be sent so that we can be banned from the league, and then it can lead to a 2-year ban. So I think that through posting the social media platforms and coming with their school ID, you identify these as student and this is not. How can you solve this? We can accommodate them and they can perform through these fan base and social media platforms.
Okay, both of you are talking about communication and spreading awareness. What is your strategy to actually ensure that the communication is done effectively?
Okay, the strategies we have channels for the school. This channel, maybe we say we have a game on next weekend. We start sharing these posters, this information that on a certain day, this time and time, we have a game. And then we be given maybe a request for a bus that we take us, that we say we have a game at Landless. We carry our funds there. Through this offering a transportation, the players can show up. The players, the fans, they show up for the game.
Okwaro?
Thank you. Actually, about the awareness, I think the school has the TV, the radio. It will be very good if we announce there. Then the most important thing, I think we as in school, majority of us are Gen Zs. The fan we are expecting are Gen Zs. Gen Zs spend most of their time on social media. Using our social media platforms, we can create awareness, creating post them, invite them to come and support us. That will be one crucial thing. It will reach most of the students at a very short period of time. Then the last thing, I think we can communicate with the dean if he can allow us, if the match is playing on, let's say, on a weekend, maybe as from Wednesday, we can come up with the poster, we post them on outside the gate, when you are entering the gate, there outside, and even on our, on where we are posting our things, so that when students move here and there, you can see the poster, he or she will be aware that on Saturday at this time, there will be a match playing on this ground.
Okwaro, I have 2 questions for you. Which radio is owned by the school? And also, social media. Not all students have access to the internet. Not all students actually even know the school's social media platforms. Not all students have smartphones. Do you believe that is an effective way of actually passing this information?
Actually, that's why I've come with 3 ways of creating awareness. I know not all students have, not all students have smartphone to access social media things, but majority of them.
Okay.
Majority of them have. So for those who don't have the smartphone, I've talked about the posters, posting them. When they come to school, they will see the poster and be aware of that. Then about the radio, I think MKU has the, it is Talanta TV. It's also radio there.
Talanta MKU.
Yeah.
It is not owned by the school, and we do not have radio. We do not have a radio. It is. Can you hear me? Yeah, so I am saying Talanta MKU is not owned by the school, and we do not have a radio station. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So Talanta MKU is basically an initiative by Rising Tide Media Crew, which is an association of journalism students. We have our director, and we usually have shows on Friday where we actually bring Talanta MKU, MKU students who have talents, and we give them a platform to express themselves, but it is not owned by the school. Yes, thank you. Moving on, drug abuse is a factor that is very rampant, especially in institutions, also during like events. How do you intend to ensure that drug abuse is curbed? Ezra.
Okay, the issue about drug abuse, I can mention from the last game we had December, last year December. We had 10th exclusive games, nationals at University of Eldoret. And there, our coordinator, he really said that don't use drugs when you are going to do these matches. It may have a negative impact on you. So they took us to an Adventist hotel where you are not allowed. Through taking us through these Adventists, there is frisking. When you go through the gate, you can't enter with maybe a bottle of water, and then they frisk you thoroughly. You can't enter with anything. So through these frisking, and then having a one-on-one talk with the players, because these are Gen Zs, maybe if you frisk them, they may find another way of taking these drugs. Just talk to them that during these matches, be sober. We want a win, not for self-gain. We encourage them that let us play, and then this is the aim that brought us to win for the school. I think this can solve this issue of drug abuse.
Still on Ezra, you have mentioned the players, but do not forget that during these events and during the games, during the matches, we have people coming in from outside to watch. We have audiences. So how will you ensure that these people do not bring in the drugs into the venue?
Okay, ensuring this, we have our security men. We ensure that going through the gate, we frisk them. Ensure that you have nothing in harm. Even they may be having some tools, they harm the players, they may interact their mind mentally. So through doing this frisking and ensuring that they have nothing at all can cater for this.
Okwaro?
Thank you. Actually, drug addict is one of the things that is killing talent nowadays. Actually, for me and for the sport I played and which I believe in all other sports, it will be very difficult for one to concentrate on sports and excel in it at the same time is taking drugs. Yeah. Actually, the best way to deal with this, like a drug addict, that is an indiscipline issue to the sport. Those people that are being fined taking drugs or nini, then they are coming to play. They should be, the captain and the coach should deal with them like an undisciplined in sport. The best way, if I see my friend, I'm taking drug, even he is taking the drug, he or she, then he or she has been punished because of taking drugs. I think for me, if I'll sit down and say, I want to excel through sports, it will force me to stop it. So the best way is to and the other way is to encourage. Let's encourage our sports people. Let's encourage even all students that in the area where the sport is participating or taking place, there should be no any drug, and more so if you are a player taking part in a sport, you should not be a drug and an addict of drug, because that way, for sure, I don't think if you can excel.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going on a very short commercial break, but do not go anywhere. Keep the conversations going on our social media. Talanta MKU, we are live on YouTube right now. And do not also forget we have a live audience, and we're also live on TikTok. Keep the questions coming, and I hope we are responding to the very important questions that you wanted answered by your sports aspirants. So we are going for a very short commercial break, but we will be back in a few.
Right about now.
Yeah. It's magic. Kama unisho tuya Yesu, basi kudawacha story. Kama unisho tuya, kudawacha story. Kama unisho tuya blessing, basi kudawacha story. Kama unisho tuya, kudawacha story, kudawacha story, kudawacha story. Longo, yeah. Kabla kufungua mdomo, yeah. Tubonge safisi udongo, yeah. Kila kitu tuna sesese, tusibongeza wa sesese. Tuachane na mapepepe, kabla kusifu na kupepepe. Let's talk peace, let's talk love, things that matter. Let's talk God, let's talk blessings. Wacha goodness, kama unisho tuya Yesu, basi kudawacha story. Kama unisho tuya, kudawacha story. Kama unisho tuya blessings, basi kudawacha story. Kama unisho tuya, kudawacha story, kudawacha story, kudawacha story.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Talanta MKU, the Mkusa debates, and in the building, like I said today, we have the sports docket aspirants. Just a reminder, we have a live audience that will be given an opportunity to ask their questions, and we also have the election commission in the here with us also. We will also give them an opportunity later on to sensitize us on some election-related matters. Welcome back, gentlemen. So before we went on that short commercial break, you had made it very evident that one of the tool you both intend to use very much is social media to pass awareness and to inform people on your issues, right? Sorry about that. The school's social media doesn't have very good engagement, permit me to say. So it is really evident that it will not reach to so many students. But we have platforms like, allow me ask you, do you know that Talanta MKU has a TikTok channel? You do?
Yes.
Do you know the kind of engagements we have?
Not most of them.
So we have really good engagements. And not most aspirants or not most Mkusa members use these platforms, but it is a very good platform to actually reach out to many students because of the engagements we have. How do you intend to change that narrative? Ezra?
Okay, that's a good question. You have said that MKU is a platform where there is engagement. And the previous, maybe we say the former cabinet and the outgoing, they were not using the platform.
Yes.
Engaging through this, we can maybe they were not aware about this platform. Now that we are aware, we are going to use this MKU engagement so that maybe we can reach out a lot of people about this.
Ezra, sorry. Are you a student of Mount Kenya University?
Yeah.
And you're saying people are not aware about. Can I tell you something? The last debates were conducted by Talanta MKU.
Yeah.
And we have been having a series of meetings and with even Mkusa members here. So you cannot talk about matters awareness. People are aware about Talanta MKU. You can proceed.
I was saying that we create awareness on the people that at this certain time we have engagement. Not say that they are not aware about the Talanta MKU. I'm saying that at a specific time we have a Talanta MKU ongoing engagement that maybe we use this channel to reach out the people there.
Okay. Okwaro?
Thank you. Actually, maybe from the former team, the former sports minister that have been, maybe they had their challenges as to why they didn't use the Talanta MKU to do awareness to people. But that's, if I'm elected, I'll be intact with the Talanta MKU so that we pass the awareness to the students about the sports.
So as a sports minister, you are expected to know as many sports as you possibly can. Okwaro, to begin with you, how many sports do you think are in the Mount Kenya University?
Actually, how many sports are in Mount Kenya University?
Yes.
I think there are around 33.
How many have you interacted with so far?
I've interacted with, let me begin with my own, football, volleyball, basketball, woodball, chess, swimming, drama even is part of the sports, table tennis, badminton, long tennis,
Ezra?
Okay, we have many sporting activities in MKU, and as a captain, I've managed to engage with these people. I can start with my own sport that I do, that is goodball. I've interacted with badminton, table tennis, taekwondo, karate. We have rugby. Rugby men, rugby ladies. We have hockey. We have basketball. We have darts. We have we have football. And then I can say we have these. We have volleyball. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. What is the beef or what is the fight between the MKU staff and MKU students teams? What is the issue? In sports related, I mean, what is the issue in sports, the team of the staff and the students team?
Thank you. Actually, the beef between the staff and the student is about resources and the pitch.
Okay.
Because MKU has these chapel fields, there's landless.
Okay.
Actually, for this chapel, there are many games and sport activity going on as from 4. So maybe the beef comes in where the staff and the students need a pitch to play in or the resources, and maybe the staff and the students are not given are not allowed to use the facility. That's where the beef comes from.
Ezra?
Okay, you have said there's a beef within the staff and the students.
Yes.
And I can say I'm aware of this. Where we do play, we know, but we use the other field in the chapel grounds. The staff, they're next to us where we play. So maybe you find when we have our matches, we are training for nationals. Maybe the staff they have their ongoing games.
Okay.
Maybe when you play your ball, you know, football, you play your ball there. Maybe it gets out of bounds. It may hit somebody as a member of the staff, and these may bring chaos. Like last time we had chaos with the staff, this football team. We have chaos about the pitch. We were training for the nationals, and they were also having their friendly matches. So we request them that maybe you can allow us some 10 meters away, so that you never know how my player can hit the ball. It can get in contact with you, and it can maybe cause damages. Yeah.
Allow me ask also, how do you intend to deal with this issue when elected?
When elected, actually in landless, the pitch, there's a lot of space that is onto west. So maybe if the school, through the dean of students and the sports coordinator, will allow the bus to take some of the like football and rugby. Actually in landless there are only 2 games taking place, football and rugby, and there's a lot of space there. Maybe through the dean and the sports coordinator, they allow some bus, like two more buses to take some sports to landless, so that there'll be a space at chapel. Thank you.
You know, in Thika Chapel grounds, we have the space is limited, and we do squeeze this space to cater for the needs of these students, and also we accommodate the staff. So doing this, we have the ladies football team. They use the same pitch where the staff is using. Maybe at 4 p.m. after they are scheduled, they come there and train. Maybe we can say that we find a solution working together with the sports office. Maybe they find their solution where this field may be allocated for this, maybe for the staff or for the students, so that we can be aware who is using this field at what time, and how can we manage these skills about students and the staff.
Why does it appear that the students tend to try to intimidate the staff and try to act more superior in the issues of the field?
Thank you. Actually, the reason behind why students intimidate the staff is that I think the students have that mind that they have paid to access to these facilities, of which is their right to access. So if at a time they come to collide with the staff member, and you know, majority of students are Gen Z, as we know, the Generation Z, what they are capable of doing, as we have seen from the past. So they have to harass they have to collide with.
Do you think that is right?
No, to me that is not right. Actually, to me that is not right at all. Because even the staff have the right to access to the fields and the facilities.
Okwaro, you're making a very valid point, but you're trying to justify the wrongdoing of the students. The staff are also members of the Mount Kenya fraternity, right? But we cannot use the notion that we are Gen Zs, so we now act rowdy and now act like nuisances in the society. So how do you intend to actually deal with that? Them being Gen Zs is not a justification for acting like...
Okay, thank you. Actually, for that, that's where in sport, as said earlier, discipline. For me, I believe kuna hii msemo kwa Kiswahili nasema kila soko iko na wazimu wake. So in every sport, maybe if there's colliding with the staff, maybe one or two members, not all the team that is will go to harass the staff. One or two. It will be very good. It will be advisory if the captain and the coach deal with those students as disciplinary case, so that they can maybe be punished, so that it can be lesson to other students. The best way to solve an issue is not by harassing or abusing, is by sitting down and agree and come with a practical solution towards that.
Ezra?
Okay. The students and the staff, they are part of Mount Kenya University. And we need to accommodate them when they come to play. For example, I can say we have been training since morning, and they have arrived in the field maybe at 4 p.m. We can utilize some space and say, allocate this part, you can easier for your training, and as we can use there, so that all of us, we are training to have maybe their physical fitness and something that we want to nurture our talents. I think these are allocating the space and talking with them and say, can you use this space, and we utilize this one, we can solve these problems.
Okay, amazing. Mental health issues are also very important, and we find that most young people are going through so many mental related issues. How do you intend to ensure that your players in all sports are actually, the mental health or the state of their mental health is actually okay? Ezra?
Okay, the 30% of MKU students take part in sports. Not all students that take part in sports, and these athletes, they are not they don't have time to attend these. Maybe we say we have the programs running their school, so we can say that we have an open communication between these the captains and the coaches. Maybe like today, I can say one of my team members, if he comes to she comes to play, I can notice that this man or this lady, she has a certain problem. Through this identifying, you can maybe have a one-on-one talk. Maybe she can open up and say, I'm going through this, and then we can solve these problems with our coaches and our coordinators.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Actually, that's a very good question to even encourage all the students to participate in sports. Because the mental health comes when you have a problem, but you have no one to approach, no one to tell. It will actually affect you. In sports, we are free. You meet someone, you meet your coach, you meet your captain, you meet your teammate, you talk to, you are being close with him or her. So you find even you are very close that you can even tell him or her what you are going through. And like in sports like football, because I'm a member in a football, actually we usually everyone is free with anyone. If you have a challenge, you can raise. Even if it's what challenges, even if it's not academic, it's not a sport, any challenge you are facing, you can raise to the coach or your team member, and we help you.
So there have been cases of people who are not registered to any sports getting allowances, leaving out those who are actually registered to the sports. How do you intend to change this?
Actually, that's a good question.
Wait first. Are you aware this happens?
I am aware and I've heard of it.
Okay, Ezra?
I've heard of it.
Actually, those that are not registered and are being given allowance, maybe you should know the reason why they have been given. If you find maybe in our school team, in football, it is not just players that are participating in that sport. We have a referee. We also have we have a team doctor there, because it's a game of tackle.
Okay.
People get injured. So maybe the captain and the coach have a valid reason of why they have put this person, but I'm not encouraging that. Maybe this person, you see, like a referee is not a player, and maybe that list needs only player, but
Okay.
he's doing a very good job. Maybe once in a while the coach is rewarding him or her for the good he's doing to the team.
Do you think it is fair at the expense of someone who actually played for a referee to be rewarded, leaving out someone who actually took part in the game?
Actually, that's not right, but it will always depend with their discipline.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe for me, to avoid that, the school should come up with these people who are assisting sports people, those doctors, these referees. Also, if they may look into their case so that that mistake may not happen in future.
Lucky, how does discipline and allowances?
Actually, if maybe we are a team of, in football, we are in the match list of allowance, usually 22 people. Maybe the coach has the names and the captain has the names of the people who should get the allowance. You know, when you are dealing with discipline, discipline is a wide area.
Okay.
Even timekeeping is a discipline issue. Maybe we were supposed to go to KU to play there. The bus is leaving the gate at exactly 8. Then you are mentioned to be in the list, but you are not there. The referee has come. I think that's where they can get allowance. You are in the list, but you are not there. The referee has come. The referee has come maybe to watch the ball, to support
The referee
you.
is not included in the... Ezra, do you have a
Okay,
question?
I have a question for Lucky. You were saying, my friend, that when maybe I can say you have said one is late for the match, and there was a student referee there. So you are saying that these referee can take the allowance for that player that allocated for that player.
Actually, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that, you see, in the allowance usually you are being given after playing on the field. So maybe if you are less, there's some money that is going, but the coach does not have access to it. So due to this referee or this team doctor, the work he or she does in the pitch, then they decide maybe because this and so did not turn up to the match, and maybe I have his 500. Maybe he reward him or her.
Let's assume everyone is present, all the players arrived on time, everyone is there, and then someone fails to be given the allowance, and someone else who's not part of the team gets the allowance. What usually brings about that arrangement?
Actually, that's is a very bad thing, because I think that may be the problem, may be with the team captain, because the team captain is the one in charge of all the allowance. Okay. And you should give the allowance according to the list. So if you are present your name appear to the list, you should be given your allowance.
Ezra?
Okay, in issue dealing with allowances, as I say, as a captain, we have some ways of giving out these allowances. First, I see all my players I took maybe to say we had a game at JQuat, like yesterday, or on Sunday, we had a course at JQuat. I can take this list, I say, after I've returned the uniforms to the office, I come down and I write your name on the list, these players, and I give you the allowance. Through doing this, I can manage these chaos about somebody getting the allowance that was not allocated for him or her.
Yeah. Okay. Doping. What is your view on doping?
Actually, on doping, I understand that some players who dope themselves, I think. But that actually, for me, it usually lasts for a very short period of time in your playing. Maybe it will be good for some time, like months, maybe even years, but not at the level you are supposed to reach when you are just not doping yourself. So for me, doping shouldn't be encouraged in sports. It kills our talents.
Have you heard of cases in the institution?
So far, I have not heard of any case in doping.
Ezra?
According to me, I've never heard of this doping in our institution and in the sporting activities we have. So I think we don't encourage this. We continue the same spirit with the players we have.
Why don't you think it's a good idea?
Maybe it may lead some effects that may cause may lower down your talent, and maybe you are supposed to be and maybe say a national team player, and you don't make it because of this.
Lucky, in your manifestos you had fair funding of all sports. How do you intend to go about that?
Like I said, actually, I think this point I've shared it, but let me go back to it. Fair funding, we have to have fair funding depending on the number of students actively participating in the field and the facilities, equipment, and the kits they need. For that, you can have a clear budget on how you can equally distribute the funds among the sports.
Okay. So how can you describe the previous leadership in the sports docket? Ezra.
I think the previous leadership for taking part in this MKU leadership, I think they have done their best. Now that we want to chip in and progress from there where they left and accommodate the other peoples, the people living with disabilities, maybe they were not catered for. I can say the people living with disabilities, they were not catered for. And these are the ladies that you said is a male-dominated university where the ladies they were not given maybe their time to take part in these sports. So we can say that we can push forward saying that these ladies, maybe we can encourage them and take part in sports. If they cannot take part in sports, there are some recreational fitness and wellness programs they can have.
Okwaro?
Thank you. Actually, the former leadership in the sports minister, they have done their best, but actually maybe their best is not to the expectation of the students or the students. Actually, I believe in one thing. In your work, in any area of your work, you have your advantage and your disadvantage. Maybe if we cannot judge by advantage because maybe they have one or two disadvantage. Even we cannot judge from the side of disadvantage because they have the advantage. So where they have left, from where their work they have left, that's where we are chipping in for us to continue with the work and also work on, maybe we identify some of their mistakes of which they have done, of which we can come up with the solution of how to go about it. And the good deeds they were doing, we copy them in our system to ensure we meet the expectation of students in terms of sports.
Okay, I have a question. My friend, you're saying that they had mistakes. Can you tell me some of the mistakes maybe you say they made and you need to fix up the things?
Actually, that's a very good question. Actually, you have said some of the mistakes. We had discussed about some players missing allowance because other who are not registered are being given.
Yeah.
Actually, for me, as a leader in that Docket sports minister, you should be aware of this. You should be free with the player, so that when the player comes and tell you, actually last weekend we went for a match, but I didn't receive my allowance. You can raise that issue, and we find that mistake will be no more.
Now, having assessed what the previous Mkusa sports leader, the previous Mkusa sports minister did, what are some of the changes you think you will incorporate in what they've already done? Or what can you do differently from their tenure?
Thank you. Actually, what I can do differently from them, in the previous, actually there were some tournaments. There was a football league and Super Sato, of which it united the students, but it only lasted for a period of 1 month actually. Actually, in May, August, September, most of our sports do not participate in any competition apart from those that are participating in league like rugby. So actually, for me, I use that opportunity, that May, August, September, to have, through the Dean of Students, the sports coordinator, to have some internal tournaments to ensure that in terms of sports, there's teamwork and an active campus through sports. Yeah.
You will reach out to the Dean of Students and the active authorities to support these initiatives. What if they fail to actually support them through finances? How else do you intend to come up with the finances to fund these activities?
Actually, that's a very good question. I think on that, through the captains, through the houses, through the class representatives, all those, we can just arrange for, like, let's say we have a school of computing, computing with a school of nursing. We say that this weekend we talk with the security at the chapels through the sports coordinator to at least allow us the permission to use the field so that the students can be actively engaged that weekend in our sports.
Ezra?
Okay, sports is not all about competition, but it should be a tool of unity, uniting the students. So we can say that in the previous Mkusa sports docket, I want to bring about intercultural, maybe sporting activities. We say that we have international students. We have international students here, and they want also to feel part of the community. They want to value them. Maybe we can say we have different houses here in MKU. Maybe we have international students from South Sudan, we have the Congo, from the Uganda, and then we can say we have the Kisis, we have the Luos. Doing this, maybe we can say we have a friendly match between these communities. Doing this, we can maybe bring what we call uniting the people, so that they can feel part of the community, and I think we work as one.
How do you intend to do that, perhaps?
In collaboration with the sports office and the relevant authorities, we can do this, that an organizer with the chairman. Maybe we send the chairman for the Luo people, for the Gusi, for the Kutit House. We plan this strategy and say that on a certain weekend we're having a friendly match, and this should be done. We're expecting this to be done. Doing this, I think we're able to bring up this event a success.
Okay, so how do you measure your success as a leader? Okwaro? Sorry.
Thank you. Actually, how I measure my success as a leader is that leadership is about serving and hearing the complaints of the people you are serving. To measure my success as a leader, I'll measure it if I see at Mount Kenya University, the students are actively participating in sports to ensure there are very minimal challenges the students are facing, and to ensure the name of the institution is promoted through the sports.
Okay, I measure myself as a leader because Ezra is open to dialogue. You listen before you act. As a leader, you must listen. You must listen to people and come up, before acting, you come up with the solutions. So listening to people, maybe there is an ongoing problem they are facing. You listen to them and then take the action with following the university guidelines that regulate these sporting activities. You listen and then take action. You can able to make these sporting and these docket a success.
Okay, so now that we are talking matters sports, what does KUSA stand for? KUSA. Okwaro?
Kenya University, KUSA.
Yes.
Kenya University Student Association.
Ezra?
It's the same.
Kenya
University Student Association.
KUSF?
Yeah.
No, KUSF?
Kenya University Student Federation.
Kenya University Student Federation.
Okay. And what are their mandates? What are they?
The federation, maybe I can say, in the game I play, we have a federation, and it happened that we have a coach who is a national team player. coach is a national team player. So number one, he makes sure that his players are the best at the top, because he's working for the MKU, and he's encouraging that the players, they play for the best, and that the federation that may grow, because football is a growing game, is a emerging game. So he's encouraging that he likes this slogan that one day before he dies, that every household may know that football is an international game, so that he's encouraged every player. Like now I can say I'm a national team player. I play for Team Kenya Football. Yeah.
Okay. Okwaro.
Actually, for me, we are, in terms of sport, we are not here just because we want to play at Mount Kenya and it ends there. We have that mind that after I finish my academic here at Mount Kenya, I play for the national team. So through the coach, even the coach, he or she does not only want to coach Mount Kenya University students also. He wants to coach the national team. So through those associations, we can be able to be, they give the students platform to be scouted so that they can enroll as a team. Like I can say, like now I'm playing out, apart from Mount Kenya University, I'm playing on a team called Spartak is playing regional league. So they were able to scout me through this thing of coach playing here and there.
Ezra and Okwaro, Mkusa stands for Kenya University Sports Association, not Students Association. Ladies and gentlemen, as I had said earlier, we have a live audience here with us, and we will be giving them an opportunity to actually ask questions that you will respond to. Yes. So I believe in a few minutes, our live audience will be addressing you.
My question, okay, I have a question before my mind goes to factory settings. My question goes to Okwaro. Okwaro, can you justify the statement that Mount Kenya has poor infrastructure in regard to the pitch at Landless, and also you say that you don't have sufficient balls and kits. You know, it's ironical for a big institution like Mount Kenya University, a big university in East, Central, north of Sahara, and north of Limpopo, to have such issues. Can you justify that statement? The second question goes to both of you. Do you have any networks and connections to those people in Athletics Kenya and FKF? Number 3, how do you ensure inclusivity in all sectors of sports, in regards that you are a footballer and you are a wood whatever? How do you ensure inclusivity? Because valuables are there. How do you ensure inclusivity? Yeah, thank you.
Pardon. Your first question that I was supposed to answer about the infrastructure, I didn't get it.
Okay, you say you have the problem about the pitches and the balls. The balls, you say you don't have adequate balls. And I have told you that, you know, it's ironical for a big institution like this to have such petty issues, balls. And with the fact that I'm a journalist, and while you are training, at some point I came there, and I saw you have extra balls. In fact, I was playing with one of it as I was waiting for my cameras to work on. So can you justify that statement that infrastructure and inadequate balls in a big institution like this as such issues? Thank you.
Let me ask you a question before you say it. At what period did you come to the field
You know you cannot
This
answer
semester
a
or-
question by a question.
Actually, let me say, at the end of the last semester, we didn't have enough balls. This semester, I've not been to training because of these election issue things. But at the end of last semester, there were some balls of which they were not playable. They were bad condition, of which they were not in use.
Okay,
You-
do the sports docket have a budget?
According to the constitution, the sports docket should have a budget of a sport, and it should be written with the sports minister, with the dean of students, and the sports coordinator.
Okwaro, the answer is yes or no.
Yes.
So can you justify now that how can you have inadequate balls?
Before you respond to that, your priority at this moment is actually the sports docket rather than being in the field actively. Yes. Okay, you can answer his question now.
Actually, maybe there are not enough balls because maybe the captain failed to raise the issue about these balls that have been spoiled, that are in bad condition, that cannot be used, to the relevant authorities.
Okay, thank you. Can you attest to that? Can you?
Okay, I want to ask my friend. You said that these balls were not enough. And when we met earlier with the sports coordinator, he said he had given enough balls to your teams. And then you give a certain a team, maybe say a ball, after 1 month is not working. How can you solve these problems? You are supposed to be responsible, and you say these balls are not working. Why?
Actually, the issue of responsibility comes with all the team members, the active team member participating in a sport. But if I'm playing football and then I use ball for 1 month and then it goes spoil, I cannot use anymore, it means that you are buying cheap things. Or
I think the institution provides quality things. They can't. This is an international university known all over all over the world. It cannot bring cheap things, my friend. The allocation we have of the budget we have for the sports docket, we have the quality we need. So if you are not responsible for these balls you have, why do you want to need? Why do you want to go for another balls? Yet you cannot take care of the one you have.
But remember, in football, the pitch are not the same. Like the TTI ground, there are some parts they have soil. You remember bringing the football in a footballer's mind, even in a person that knows football, usually watch football. In playing football, we know you are playing on a clear ground, does not have soil anywhere, or maybe there's no these chopping sticks. But in our ground like TTI, you can hit the ball. There are some places in the pitch that are rough. Actually, there's no grass at all. There's no grass at all.
Okay.
Okwaro, are you aware you're creating chaos between the institution and the students? Because you have clearly said that the institution does not provide quality equipment.
Actually, I didn't say quality. I say maybe. I just say maybe.
You are a player, Okwaro. You are supposed to be aware of the equipment you use. Are they of low quality?
Actually, when the balls we are being given, we are being given different balls. Mkusa, like these speed balls. So, different players prefer different balls.
Okay.
So, as for me personally, I prefer speedball because they cannot be torn easily. I prefer speedball. But for others, prefer Mkusa.
So are you trying to imply that the school should get different balls according to the preference of every player?
The thing I'm trying to say is that through the captains, through the coach, I think if we raise the budget, before the budget is at the authority level, they should have discussed maybe in sports like football, we need these kinds of ball if it is possible.
Okay. You are to respond to a couple of other questions, Ezra?
Yeah, how do you ensure inclusivity in other sectors?
Okay, thank you for the good question. You have said that my friend here, Lucky, plays football as a game, and I take football as a game. So inclusivity here comes that both of us take different games. Football is an outdoor game, and this one, football, is an indoor game. Through doing this, that we need to bring in inclusivity. That maybe we say that many people are aware of this football. There are many people. There are, because the game which I take, maybe some of you don't know the game, but maybe we can bring there. We go and ask the people, maybe in the classes, and say that we advise the game, these emerging games.
Ezra, why do you think people are not aware of the game you play?
Football was introduced in Kenya in 2009. And maybe the federation we have, it's 2016, I think they started, and MKU started playing this game in 2022, and we had a national team going to Malaysia from Team Kenya, which had 90% of these players from MKU. So I can think that these people are not aware, because back in high school, they were not taking this game. And here in campus, like me, I was taking football and volleyball. But when I joined here, I went for karate. And then I sat down and asked myself why. January 2025, I joined this game, and actually I stayed for there for 1 week, and then they saw me as a leader, and they chose me as their assistant captain. Now I'm serving. So I can say these people are not aware of the game, because it is not going higher. Maybe we can say, and bring awareness to these people. Maybe I can come, maybe working with that mallet I was working with, maybe ask what is this? They think these I'm having I'm a goon, maybe I'm having a tool, I want to hit someone. I can say that.
Sorry, also, whose mandate is it to create awareness about the game you play? As an assistant captain, I am sure it is part of your responsibility to ensure that you actually make people aware of the game you play. So why is it that students in Mount Kenya University still do not know about football?
Okay, they cannot know about football because during orientation there, we do have the showcasing of these games. And we have gone to other classes, they are showcasing this game and saying that this is an emerging game, you can join. Maybe they say this is a very tough game, maybe they can injure their hands, maybe spinning the ball, they cannot be able to spin the ball. But football is a very soft game, like is this a sister to golf. You must be able to explain to them during orientation, so and show them that this is done like this and this. You come there and feel, you play, and then you enjoy the game, because it's a game of enjoyment.
So whose responsibility is it to actually show people? You're saying a lot of maybes. Are you uncertain?
No, the responsibility is for the captains. We are the one responsible for creating awareness for these. And this awareness, we had done it earlier in this intake in January, and we managed to get our 5 players there. Adding to our game, so that our number increased, that people are being aware. And these are, I say that creating awareness. My team members, I tell them every day that come tomorrow, you come with your friends, so that people may be aware. Maybe somebody may not be interested in playing, but it can be, we have student referees, so that they can be accommodated in the federation and the school, so that we can have our referees in officiating the games.
Okay. Have your questions been responded to, all of them? Okay, so we also have the commission with us here. I believe they also have questions. Yes, you can proceed.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Nice to be here. My question, I can't direct to any one of them, but it was a statement that I have heard from one of them. They said, like, May August holiday, I don't know who was it. They will be organizing.
I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry for cutting you short. Kindly introduce yourself first and tell us your role in the commission. Then you can proceed with your question.
scene. So if they such a very good and nice tournament, if it is planned for such a semester, don't they feel like some other students, they feel like January, April when they are here and September, December, they are not given such a chance?
Thank you. Actually, I was the one that I said that. Actually, in May, August, September, if we see in our league game, it usually plays that time. But it usually take on during the weekend, Saturday and Sundays only. It doesn't take during the weekday, Saturdays and Sundays only.
What if they are not on session, they have gone back home?
If we are going back home, I think for me, we are dealing with the active students. If I'm not in the session this semester,
Okay.
actually the school I will not be able to, if I have deferred by then, I will not be able to access most of the school facilities.
I don't think you understood his question. You had said that during the May-September semester, you people do not usually have external competitions. So you are going to come up with internal tournaments, games. So he has said that there are some students who are not in school during that time. They've gone for long holiday. Not that they've deferred, they've gone for long holiday. Don't you think that that will inconvenience them? They will not be able to take part in the tournaments that you'll have organized during that time. Is that your question?
Sure.
Actually, for me in sports, because we said that first of all, the reason why we are here is because of our academics.
Okay.
So that's why even in our external sports, even our internal competition to sports usually take parts on weekend. So for anyone who is available on weekend, you are freely to participate in any of the activity.
Okwaro, I don't think you're getting the question. Let me try one last time to
Let me inject.
Ezra.
Okay, you are saying that they are not around school. Maybe you deal with the one around the school. How you say the people from clinical medicine, they are not around. Maybe they have gone for the holiday. They are
Long
part of
holiday.
the community of Mount Kenya University. If you take these other schools, maybe you say the School of Education, you take the School of Hospitality, Business and Economics, and have their matches. How are going these? Oh, the other people, the other teams, they are going to. They feel that they are neglected in this event.
Actually, I have get your question. Actually, the reason why I say there should be an internal tournaments in May, August, September is because during May, August, September, most of sports do not participate in any of the league. In any of our sports, most of them do not participate in any of the league. So in that semester, majority of students are not participating in sports activity. But when we come to this other semester, September, December, and Jan, April semester, there are some like competition going on. So for these students who are away from this from the institution that time, if you come at January, you'll be encouraged to join these sports activities because they are on session.
Okay. Have you been answered?
I'm not that. I haven't been convinced.
How about
But
we have Ezra answer the same question?
Yeah, it's okay that it has gone to both of them. Any of them.
Yes.
Okay, we have said that we have some schools that are not taking part in these internal. We said internal league during May, August. So to accommodate them, we need to shift these maybe from May, August, this intake. We shift maybe to September and December when they are around so that they can be feel part of the community. We take part, maybe we say that they are not around this intake. We cannot do without them. We need them, and we need to work as one. We said we have unity among these members. So being part of this, we shift these, and it will be part of the training. Maybe we say we have on September, December, we do have maybe these sporting activities. They have Mkusa and they have leagues. Maybe we can use one of the weekends, maybe when we don't have, we see the fixtures, the calendars, and then fix this internal league where every sport and every school feel valued and accommodated here.
do you have a question?
I have a question. Actually, I've said you shift that May, August, September to maybe September, December semester. Actually, in those semester, we have said we have Kusa competition and other leagues. What if it comes to a point, the woodball, like you are playing woodball, you have the match on Saturday, and it was planned that in those tournaments you play on Saturday. What will you do?
That's why I say that before a beginning of each year, we have a calendar.
Okay.
We have a calendar for events. Like now we have a calendar for events for the whole year. So you must sit down as a cabinet and see the relevant authorities and see on this certain date and date we have these matches. So how are we going to shift this our mind from this August, this May, August, and shift our mind to September, December? Through doing this, shifting our mind, we look upon the calendar and then we shift, and this will be somehow like helping the people to train maybe for these Kusa and these leagues.
Excuse. Actually, you have said you have a plan of what to do, like in football, rugby. Each and every weekend when the competition start, like last semester, we have a game on Saturday, on Sunday, other weekends we have one, but it was every weekend. So how will these teams able to cope up with their budget according with the internal tournament?
Okay, I'm saying this. In each year, we have our calendar. So we must sit down and see like this. On 24th of maybe September, we have Kusa. We have Kusa for... So sitting down and seeing like this, we place these shifting our mind from August, where every school is around and they take part in these sports.
You had said in January, May, and September, December, this is where most of these games have external competitions, right? That is why you had suggested having the internal tournaments during what? During May, September, that period, May, September semester, which makes sense to some extent. Ezra, let me ask you, how possible will it be for the students to do both tournaments, the internal tournaments and the external competitions, in a span of one semester? How possible is that?
Like I can say, like in Woodbomb, we say we have 3 Kusa in a year. 3 Kusas. So we go there. So like we remain with one, which is on 8th, and then we go for playoffs, maybe on February. That's it, at Kabarak. And then now dealing with these, shifting our mind from May, August, we come to September and December. We see the calendar and see the events we have. Is it necessary that we have this event on this day? We discuss and come up with the ideas. We listen to people and take action. So taking this action, maybe we are having a game on maybe Saturday or Sunday. We shift our mind that some players may be tired on that day, cannot be able to play. But we cannot say that they were playing there and we have many players, we have many people taking part in these sports. Even if they may not take part in these, we can say from the School of Education, we have many students there. They are talented. They can take this part in these sports. We cannot say that we have Kusa.
Okay. Do we have any other question from the Mary Simprose?
Hello.
Hi.
I am Mary Simprose. I'm really interested because I'm a disability advocate. Both of you know, Mount Kenya is an inclusive community, right? And then when it comes to sports, the PWDs also participates when it comes to sports. And I've heard that you have said that the sports in MKU are not inclusive. So I'm going to throw out, I guess, 2 questions. What are you going to do to ensure that the PWDs are also being included in these sports? And then I also have a question to both of you, because both of you are vying to be sports aspirants. And when we're talking about sports, it goes beyond the regular students. I want to ask you, have you ever attended a PWD's games, sports, here within the campus? Or do you know of any type of sports the PWDs play within the campus? I'm really curious because if you're vying for this seat, you should not only just talk about the regular students only, you should also have to consider the persons with disability. Are you coming to this field, both of you? Do you know that you're going to deal with two different groups, and can you bring these two different groups together when it comes to sports? Thank you.
That's a nice question. I say that in my manifesto, I say that we bring inclusivity. Inclusivity here comes into our table that I can say in our federation, that's Football Federation, we have Goodball for the Blind. And we have managed to have some of the players who are living with disabilities. They are taking part in this game. And then we are taking them for these games we have maybe on the leagues on the weekends. And like I say that we work together with other universities like USIU, where they have the people living with disabilities. They come and compete. So they through doing this, they feel part of the community. They are going to compete. They say that this weekend we are going to compete. We are part of the family. And then you say
Sorry,
that
allow me to interject. I'm very sorry about that. You keep talking about woodball. Persons with disability, I believe, have different games, right? How about these other different games apart from woodball, which you are well conversant with? Have you interacted with these other games? Do you know them? Have you attended any of their games?
okay, I said Goodball. I gave it an example because I'm very passionate about this sports development. I say like last semester we had athletics for the blind, athletics for the people living disabilities, and it was happening here at the Chapel grounds. And we had another game. I think it was football at Indorena. So these working in collaboration with these the sports office, we can host these games, maybe encourage the people living with disabilities, they take part in these through their leaders.
Yes, you can.
I think you're not feeling me. You're not getting the question because don't go outside. We are talking about Mount Kenya University within campus because I've heard you've talked about USIU, you've talked about the chapel, but I'm talking about here. Because do you know we have games for the PWDs here? We had them recently, and we're also prepping for some. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Because I think you should be very conversant. And that's why I asked, have you ever attended any PWDs game, both of you, within campus? Because they're usually held within campus. And we have different games that the PWDs play within campus. Can you just do it, make it within campus, because you're going to represent the PWDs within campus. Don't go outside. Just
Okwaro?
Actually, the game that I've interacted with PWEs is that only the athlete. I've not interacted with the match. So maybe I can say within the campus, what we can do to ensure that all our students with the disability engage in sport is we found these students with the disability, what their passion about the sport, what they like to do. Like you can find there are some people with disability who loves playing maybe woodball. Maybe depending on the disability. Maybe we come up with through the relevant authorities so that these people can be attended, so that they can they should not feel they are neglected in terms of sports. Then include them in every sport. I believe even in basketball, in table tennis, in chess, in swimming, there are people with disability. So in every sport we found that these students they have a passion in this sport, but their disability, they are not participating because we have not raised the concern to the authorities.
Have you been answered?
Let me help you. Let me tell you, the authority knows about the persons with disability. And what I want to tell you, like right now, we have different games for the persons with disabilities. We have got the showdown, we have got the volleyball for the blind, they play the darts. We do a variety of things. We play Scrabble. Do you know also Scrabble to us, it's a form of sport. But that's what you need to know. I will just like urge both of you, be conversant with the persons with disability office, so that you can be able to also to help them to maneuver out in this field, and they can also do even much better than what they're doing right now. So, and also they are also rehearsing for their games right now. They're practicing for their games. You can also go and interact with them, know what they need, and just be conversant with them. Because if you hold them up from here within the campus, they'll be able to know that they're being supported from your office. That will be a really great deal. And for the games hapa, we have not come, we do not play the football and the athletes, bado hatujafika hapo, but there's some games we do play here within campus. It will be really great if you be conversant with them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, sorry. My name is Austin Makari. I'm one of the commissioner, and I'm also the PWD chairperson. First of all, I would like to thank the Talana Mtaani for the great job you are doing. So my question to Mr. Okwaro and Mr. Ezra is that, first of all, I would like to thank you. You are really embracing inclusivity. And as you do this, I only have one question to you guys. Do you know, apart from Mr. Luther, any person who coordinates sports for PWDs?
Yeah.
Who?
Oh, you have a super coach.
Who?
We have a super coach, Mr. I cannot recall the name, but he's a super coach, the right hand man of Mr. Luther.
Who is that? How comes I don't know him?
I can say his office at the STC first floor.
He works with Mr. Luther?
Yeah, the super coach for athletics.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm asking this because I'm the chairperson of the PWD, and but you saying that he's a super coach and we rarely interact with him. I'm asking this because you say that we'll embrace inclusivity. By so doing this, you need to have people who are specialized in this area. How are you going to do this apart from awareness?
Pardon?
I'm asking if you know any of the sports coordinator of the PWDs, because you are saying that you know super coach. I think I know that the person you are saying, but he's not that specialist in that area. And you guys, you're saying that you are going to impress sports inclusivity in that docket. That's why I wanted to know if you are aware of any person apart from Mr. Luther who is in charge of special needs.
Okwaro?
Actually, I only know Mr. Luther. I don't know the other person.
So how are you going to champion this if you don't know any of our sports coordinator?
But working with Mr. Luther, through him, I'll be able to know these people who are in charge.
He's the only one currently you know of.
The sports coordinator and his assistant, think Evans.
Okay. Has your question been answered? Somehow. Be aware people are watching you. We are live, and the screen out there is also live. So, yeah.
Okay. So, my name is Mercy Thimba, and I am one of the commissioners also, and I have a question. There are two, but they are related. Number one,
be audible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me repeat.
Okay.
My name is Mercy Thimba, and I am one of the commissioners. And I have a question. Two, they are related. Number one, so you people are two, and you're vying for one seat. And I know campaigns are almost starting. How will you ensure? What are the actions that you'll take? Because each one of you has a team. There will be no fracas in the school. Peace while you're doing your campaigns, each one of them, because I know you have a team. And number two, this position, it only require one person. One of you will be. And beside all this, you two are sportsmen and you know much. Is there any support that the other person will show to to the one who will win, because I know you are much aware about sports, and you all take it by the fact that you have been vetted in, and so each one of you is equal to the job, but this position will only require one person. Yes. So will you offer support? I'm asking this to each one of you, that will you really offer support to the other person so that it can be effective at the end of the day if this other person takes it? Since the seat still will stand and people will feel the effectiveness of the one who is in that position. Yeah, thank you.
Okwaro, you can go first.
Thank you. Actually, with my brother here, he's not my enemy. It's that we are that the difference becomes in politics. But when we meet outside there, we usually talk. When we meet, we talk. But the difference is in politics. And either of us will be in that seat. And I believe if my brother wins, I'll support him. And if I win, I know very well my brother will support me, because in that seat, for us to bring sports to the level we want, to the level the students want, I will also need other support apart from my own team, and which I have. So I will need him. Thank you.
Ezra?
Okay, you say that if one of us wins, will we be able to support one another? I say that we work as a team. And this docket, we are two of us. And the probability is that 50-50 or black and white. So whoever wins, we support him. And then maybe we can say that he's specialized in a certain area and I'm specialized in a certain area. Maybe I can go and sit down with my friend and consult and say that here we need to fix these things this way. Through doing this, maybe we can elevate the sports in our institution.
I believe both of you have answered the second question, but they haven't responded to the first one, right?
Okay.
Kindly repeat your question.
Okay, let me answer.
Okay.
She has said about having peaceful campaigns.
Yes.
And okay.
Yes.
We believe that all of us have our ground mobilizers. And campaigns will be informed about the campaigns when they will start. I say that I will ensure that my ground mobilizers, we have peaceful campaigns that are not attacking our enemies, that we go for the interest we need. Our interest is just going for the best, and campaigning that we may have peaceful campaigns, and not going against the regulation of the school.
Okay. Okwaro?
Actually, in peaceful campaign, that's the most important thing. Because apart from pics, I need my brother here. Maybe apart from that, I need also those people who will be on ground. After the politics end, maybe that will be as from 7th of February. I will need him in other field. So me personally, with my team, even I have already told them I need a peaceful campaign. Let the student choose whom they think is a good leader to them, who they think they want to represent them there. But about peaceful, it will be a peaceful campaign.
Okay, we have one final question from Abdi.
Okay, my final question goes to both of them. Are you aware about the exact number of the voters' registration for the last year? And if you know, my follow-up question is, how will you ensure to come up with a credible, fair election that will ensure every student of this mighty university have participated, to increase the number of the voters that we had last year, so that we can surpass higher for this year? How will you help in that? Thank you.
Okay, personally, I can say as an aspirant, I've heard that last year we had the voters, they were somehow like 1,000 and above. I cannot be able to mention the exact figure. But I say this year, I've gone personally created some awareness with my mobilizer and team, and ground mobilizers. I have some posters that I share to online, encouraging the people to register as voters. Whenever I meet my friends, when we usually have a talk, we say that first, before I have a talk, can you register as a voter so that we can vote and have the leaders that the country deserve.
Okay, actually, on the voters of the last time, I don't remember the exact figure, but they were not more than 2,500. For me, this year, actually, in my campaign, I've told my campaign team, when you are talking to people, encourage them to register as voters so that they can vote for our leaders. So we are hoping this year that the voters will increase.
It's so unfortunate that both of you are way out of the range. You saying roughly 1,000, you saying not more than 2,500. The exact figure is 10,691. That's a lot. So, and I think that should be on your fingertips, both of you, because, and you have to have on top of your mind the university that we are in. This is not just the small TVETs or what. We are over how many thousands? You should also have the number of the approximate number of the students that we have in this university. Since the registration voter for last year was 10,691, and one of our mission on our side and also from your side, it should be more than. And we having more than 10,691, we can all feel the benefit and the importance of it at the end, because we will feel, even the school will feel like most of the students have participated. They are part of the leaders that are coming. So I think we should be having a cooperation whereby you will engage a lot. And if I can give you a very good hint, from now, I think from before the day ends, they will have the list of your delegates. We will have the list ready. If we can use those delegates to give that civic education, the awareness to many people in their schools, their constituencies, we can get a higher number of voter registration that can give a very good, fair, and inclusive and peaceful election. And for the peaceful election, as one of my colleagues said, it should be also in your role. You have to make sure, like, those agents of yours, those campaigning team of yours, at the end of the day, we all know, like, this is not a political institution. The Mount Kenya University is mostly known with academic rather than the election. That's why we will be giving you a specific time of campaign. So you should not be out of that range whereby these 2 weeks you turn the whole institution as a institution of election, campaign, chaos, and demonstration. Even you just have to give a trouble those who will be using the city halls. So please, you have to note that more so in the peaceful, how the environment of the school will be conducive for the learning to continue. Thank you very much.
Okay, so one final question. Different clubs have staff patrons, right? What happened to these sports having staff patrons? Each individual sport having staff patrons? Ezra?
In case we have said about a patron for the sports.
Yes, staff patrons specifically.
Yeah. And then I can say that they have their patrons at hand. They work together with. When I was walking around, I saw the volleyball having their staff patron working together, joining them in training, and also we have a.
Sorry, they have coaches, not staff patrons.
Yeah.
So what happened? Why is it that these sports no longer have staff patrons?
I say this. Some sports they have, while others they are lacking.
So these ones that do not have, why don't they have them?
I can say that maybe the staff there somehow they don't get enough time to go and join them in the training. I say like you see their schedule does not match with these games when they have the training.
I'll take an example of the journalism club. This club has a patron who's also a staff who's working They're not idle, but they do create time to actually meet with the club and indulge them, and things like that. So why is sports different? Why is sports different? Why is it that, like, I do not understand what you're trying to say. Sorry.
Like I can say, our patron, he usually comes to our fields and train with us. So
Your patron?
yeah.
What of other sports?
And I've gone to volleyball. I see their patron is also training with them.
The volleyball does not have a staff patron. They have a coach.
I've seen one of the staff members training with them.
That's a player. That is not a patron. That is a player.
The patron, he is one of the workers in MKU, the staff.
Okwaro?
Actually, thank
Have
you.
your facts right, Ezra. Okwaro?
Actually, your idea is right. Most of the staff, they are not in the sports activities. But for me, I think in those different areas in sports, different fields in sports, they haven't developed that interest in the staff. They only think with the coach, they are good to go.
So the problem is the students, not the staff.
Yeah, I think, because I believe the staff will be available if needed by the students.
Amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the debate for the sports docket. Before we finish, I'd give you an opportunity each to, address the students. Tell them whatever you want them to know. Look into the camera. Just speak to the students. Sell yourself. You can go first, Okwaro.
Thank you. Actually, I go by the name Lucky John Okwaro, 2.2 student, pursuing Bachelor in Information Technology. Actually, I'm an aspirant aspiring to be the Sports Minister, Mount Kenya University in 2026. I'm there because I want to serve you students in terms of sport. We promote teamwork, active campus. We ensure that majority of students are taking part in sports activity. Then we ensure that there are equal funds to all. Then the most important thing, we be friendly with the students. We ensure there's smooth communication from the students to the authority above to ensure that our institution is also well known in terms of sports. Thank you.
Ezra?
Okay, as you said, Moseti Ezra. Moseti Ezra is passionate about sports development, teamwork, inclusivity, and creating.
Face the camera.
Moseti Ezra is a third-year student from the School of Education, an aspirant for the sports docket. He's very passionate about sports development, teamwork and inclusivity, and creating a culture that is vibrant for the students. Moseti Ezra has a lot to do with these sports. He wants to bring the ideas about the mental wellness of the athletes and the non-athletes to accommodate all of them here. Now I want to ask for your loyal support. You support me so that we raise the name of the institution higher. Kuza Talanta na Moseti, the last born, the last hope. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning into Talanta MKU. I hope that through this debate you've been able to know your contestants better. I hope we've been able to answer the questions that you had. And thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us. This has been the Sports Docket. But do not forget that we will be back here in the afternoon for the Entertainment Docket. Have a lovely day. My name is Ayeta Naomi. See you.
And right about now.
Kama unisho